this Sarachek tournament. This is the NCSY Summer pregame show. I'm Rami Pinchot alongside my partner, Sammy Katz. Today, a matchup of the 4-seeded DRS Wildcats and the 5-seed TABC Storm. These opponents familiar with each other from the regular season. Tell me about those matchups a little bit, Sammy.
Yeah, Rami, as you said, 4 versus 5, exciting matchup. The gym is starting to fill up with the locals. This is great. The energy is great. First Tier 1 matchup. These teams have seen each other before. They played twice in the regular season. The first one TABC took at DRS. Then they played each other in the quarterfinals of the Yeshiva League playoffs, where DRS went to TABC and beat them at their own home turf. That was a crazy game. We know Eli Mendel stepped up big time off the bench for DRS. We'll see what he could do right now for DRS today in the Maxton Athletic Center.
Yeah, very exciting matchup here. Again, the 4-seeded DRS Wildcats and 5-seeded TABC Storm. Sammy, what does DRS need to do to pick up another win today after previously beating TABC in the quarterfinals of the Yeshiva League playoffs?
Interesting to note, Rami, DRS might be a little cold. Who knows, right? They haven't played in a couple of weeks. TABC got to play last night. That's interesting also. But for DRS, stick to that 2-3 zone that they know. Run the ball through Gabriel Khan, their star offensive player, and Zach Brown. He might be a threat today. That junior, tall, lanky junior, who can be great for DRS. But on the other side, TABC, Johnny Haberman, questionable to play today. I think I see him warming up, but who knows? Johnny Haberman, a great offensive player, star for TABC. If he plays today, he should definitely be a big factor. Avi Proctor, 24 points in 3 quarters last night against Beth Tefila for TABC. And that's what he'll be able to come in right now and make a big impact on this game.
That's right, we're looking forward to an exciting matchup. Winner of this game advances to the Tier 1 semifinals on Sunday. Once again, TABC, DRS, this was the NCSY Summer pregame show. We're going to send you to a commercial break. Stay tuned for the action. Welcome into Max Live. That was the NCSY Summer pregame show. NCSY Summer is the premier trip provider for teens who want to spend their summer in Israel, Europe, or the US. With 21 programs, you are guaranteed to find the program that is a perfect fit for you. Go to summer.ncsy.org to find out more about the best summer ever. I'm Rami Pinchot alongside my longtime partner in the booth, Sammy Katz. An exciting 4 versus 5 matchup to open the Tier 1 the Tier 1 quarterfinals of this Red Sarachek tournament. We have the 4-seeded DRS Wildcats, the 5-seeded TABC Storm. Sammy, I'm excited for this one.
Rami, I am excited as well. The energy in the gym has just picked up another level from yesterday and today. We saw a couple of riveting matchups yesterday. SAR winning against Valley Torah on a buzzer beater. That created a little bit of an energy stir up in the gym. This morning, a great matchup where Skokie found their first victory in the Sarachek tournament ever in Tier 2 when they beat the Katz Yeshiva High School in Florida. And right now, a great 4-5 matchup for you, a local matchup. These teams, as we said in the pregame, have seen each other before, and they'll look to battle it out in a sure-to-be exciting matchup right now in the morning.
Indeed, a great rivalry here between DRS and TABC. DRS knocking off TABC on TABC's home court in the Yeshiva League quarterfinals.
That was a great one, Rami, but they went on to lose to Magen David, so DRS hasn't played in a couple of weeks, as we mentioned in the pregame. It'll be interesting to see how they translate into the tournament.
That was the opening tip. Really quickly, give me a couple players to watch in this one, Sammy.
I think we have to mention Gavril Khan, number 35 for DRS. He's their offensive star. He's at the top of the key right now. Zach Brown might be a threat on offense. He could come in and really shock some people in this gym. And on the other side, we see Johnny Haberman, number 21 for the blue TABC. He's playing right now. He didn't play yesterday, so he's sure to be fresh right now as we see some good defense by TABC. And I think also Yoni Mann, important to mention, he runs the point and he runs the ball a lot. Number 12 on TABC, he'll be a factor today.
And some excellent defense there by the TABC Storm, coming up with the first stop of the game. It'll be Yoni Mann up on top for TABC, staring down this vaunted DRS 2-3 zone.
They play a lot of 2-3, try to run the Jim Boeheim defense. Worked out last night for them a little, for the Syracuse Orange, but DRS, we know that 2-3 is definitely scary.
A steal by Brown on one end, turns it over on the other end. It'll be Yoni Mann inside, no good. Proctor battles for the rebound, but it is A.J. Bennett who pulls it down. Gavril Khan now on the other end, a little lefty floater off the glass. Nice finish there from Gavril Khan to open the scoring.
Already we see both teams running with pace. They like to push the ball, but DRS is not afraid to settle into a half-court offense, so we'll see how their pace of play changes throughout this one.
Ostrin, big man in the middle, slices inside. Shot is blocked, but picked up, and also no good from Yitzi Weiss.
Ostrin, first time we're calling his name today. 6:15 remaining in the first quarter. He was a big factor yesterday with Johnny Haberman not able to go for TABC. He played some stellar offense and defense all-around play, stepping in as a type of big man for TABC.
Khan inside again, looking to go to that left hand. Cannot get it to go this time. Haberman the other way. Shot is blocked. DRS now flying back down the other way. It'll be Brown inside, fumbles the ball, goes up and blocked by Avi Proctor. And we will have a jump ball inside. Some excellent defense so far from TABC and DRS. It is just 2-0 inside of 6 minutes to play in this first quarter.
Defense was definitely the key word for TABC yesterday. They were missing, as we've been mentioning, their top scorer, Haberman. TABC played some stellar defense against Beth Tefila, holding them within the 20s throughout most of that game until the end of the fourth quarter. And that was a big factor in their win against the 12 seed, pushing them into this quarterfinal.
TABC taking their time, looking for an opening in this zone. Haberman pump fakes up on top, drives into the lane, gets the layup to go, tying it at 2. A nice driving layup there by Jonathan Haberman, star scorer of this TABC Storm. Haberman questionable coming into this one. Looks like he's good to go though. It's now Khan inside. The turnaround over Haberman, can't get it to go. Proctor up with the loose ball.
Khan, a lefty, loves to go to that left hand. He's not afraid to go from the right side to the left, as we see a great drive by Yoni Mann on the fast break.
Excellent drive there by Yoni Mann, a big physical guard, looks to get inside a lot, put some pressure on this DRS defense. TABC crowd starting to come alive. They show up in numbers. It'll be Ryan dishing to Bennett. Bennett, jump shot, no good. TABC with an early 4-2 lead here with just over 4 minutes to play in this first quarter.
Rami, the fans are excited. Everyone's standing from the opening tip. Just 4-2 early on. 4 minutes have elapsed in this one. We'll see if the offense starts to pick up and this game starts to run, starts to move nice and quick.
Proctor with the shot from the elbow, no good, but Ostrin pulls down the board. He'll bang inside, no good. Proctor with another offensive rebound. And Yitzi Weiss comes up with that miss. Yoni Mann up on top. He is fouled by Noah Ryan, DRS's stud defender.
Yeah, Ryan is an anchor at the top of the key of that 2-3. He's a great defender out there for TABC. He wants to really stifle the guards from the opening tip. But we saw inside, Avi Proctor making an impact on the offensive glass. He's their big man. Him and Ostrin play as their bigs. Neither TABC or DRS has a pure big man, so everybody's going to have to crash the boards today.
DRS now the other way. It's Khan on the baseline. goes up and he is fouled. Foul will go against Akiva Hain, recently checked into the game for the Storm.
Hain actually started yesterday's game in place of Haberman. And Yitzi Weiss for TABC also played in that game a lot for TABC yesterday with the absence of Haberman. And being that it was a little bit of a blowout for TABC in the second half, they were able to really play a 9 to 10 man rotation. So everybody who's going to be coming off the bench or who's starting for TABC is definitely fresh and ready to go today, as we see Khan convert on the second.
Now 4-3, Storm lead. A little over midway through this first quarter. It's Hain up on top. Now Mann finds Ostrich inside. A nice pass and a nice finish there. Yoni Mann with an excellent pass through this zone of DRS.
A great pass. You always want to get the ball onto the high post or on the block against the 2-3, trying to expose all the cracks. And Ostrin found himself in a good spot, as we see some excellent defense from the undersized Hain on Brown, causing a travel. Those two juniors will go at it all game long. Brown usually finds himself down low, but that time on the top of the key.
TABC crowd now making some noise, appreciating that excellent defensive work. TABC puts up a 3. That's Ari Kamenetsky, recently checked into the game. Cannot get it to go. It'll be DRS on the other end. Khan inside, a nice spin move and finish. Beautiful drive there from Gavril Khan.
DRS loves to stack Khan and Brown on the same side of the floor, two of their lethal offensive players. That time, Brown providing a screen for Khan as he slices to the rim.
And out of bounds, it is off of DRS. Will remain, TABC possession.
Important to mention for all of our listeners, on the other end of the bridge in New Jersey at Frisch, Posnack versus Barron is currently live streaming on a different part of the Max Live website. This is the first ever away game for Max Live. Excited to mention that.
As Proctor drills a long 3, extending this TABC lead to 4 points now. Noah Ryan now up on top, calling out plays. He finds Brown on the wing. Simantov on the wing. Over to Brown. That's Bennett from the corner for 3. Can't get it to go. Big rebound pulled down there by Proctor. Haberman crosses over through the defense with the left. Can't get it to go. Rebound fought for. It is off of DRS.
Both of these teams with star-studded talent. We just saw Haberman Euro stepping his way through the lane, putting it up with the left. Can't get it to go. But we know how much of a scorer he can be. Even with the potential questionable on the injury report earlier, he looks like he's definitely healthy and he's making an impact already.
Yeah, good to see Haberman feeling better. Had an illness, was questionable for today's game. You want to see these teams with their best players at 100%.
Especially, Rami, with the in-town matchup. These teams know each other so well. So if one of their star players aren't able to go, it's definitely a disadvantage for that team, not just because their star player is out, but because the other team has scouted them so properly that they know how to account for each and every possible threat. As we see Ostrin in the corner, he's also a threat for TABC. Had a great game last night against Beth Tfilo.
Akiva Hain now with a 3. No good, a little bit long. Rebound fought for off of the TABC Storm. It'll be Siklik from DRS to inbound the ball. Siklik recently checked into the game, a major three-point shooting threat for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Siklik, if he gets hot, there's no stopping him. Him and his large white kippa lighting up the gym nice and early. If he gets hot, he'll be on fire for the rest of the game.
Brown for 3, no good, back iron. Rebound pulled down by Kamenetsky. Haberman now with the three from the wing. No good. Ball bounces high off the rim. Looked like it hit the white beam up on top and should have been out of bounds. But TABC will retain the ball, and Kamenetsky drills the two.
A nice pull-up elbow jumper from Kamenetsky. Once again, we always see these white beams come into play. The Kamenetsky family sitting in front of us, excited to see him nail that elbow jumper. And the TABC fans are excited as well.
And the ref will emphatically call a travel going against Gavril Khan of the DRS Wildcats.
Coach Oz Cross loves to see that, coach of TABC. And he's pumped to see that his fans are into it, his bench is into it, and everybody's excited that they were able to force that turnover already up by 6 with 27.2 remaining in the first quarter.
Yoni Man will check back into the game. He was spelled briefly by David Rosazada, but they need their guy Yoni Man back in this one as TABC there turns it over. A shot from Siklik, rims out, couldn't have touched more of the rim there. Siklik, the excellent three-point shooter, just could not find the bottom of the net on that one. Proctor with the turnaround from the elbow, no good. 2 seconds and one. A prayer by Brown, no good. That brings us to the end of the first quarter. TABC Storm 11, DRS Wildcats 5. A nice first quarter and start there from the TABC Storm, Sammy.
Yeah, Rami, TABC, they started on the defensive end, allowing only 5 points, 4 of them to Gavril Khan. Excuse me, possibly all 5. He's definitely the offensive factor for DRS, but it can't just be Khan. We've talked about him a lot. He's a big factor on the offensive end, but it has to be Brown has to be stepping up. He's a junior. He's never been in the tournament before. That can definitely be a part of the nerves that he's possibly going through. And also Siklik. He came off the bench just now, shot that 3 that went probably 3/4 the way down. Couldn't get it to go, but he can definitely be a huge factor in the second quarter and throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, once again, TABC losing on their home court in the quarterfinals of the Yeshiva League playoffs to DRS just a couple weeks ago. Perhaps looking for revenge here. They get another shot at them here in the quarterfinals of the Sarachek tournament. Again, off to a good start, up 11-5. What do you think TABC needs to do to continue this solid play?
Well, Rami, they just have to focus on the defense because their offense, TBC has a talented offensive method. They go to their best player, best offensive scorer, Johnny Haberman, a lot, but they run the ball with Yoni Man. They're not afraid to run it with man, and that's what they should, excuse me, TABC can continue to do. Just run the ball and be comfortable in their offensive sets. But on the other end, DRS has to keep utilizing Khan, but as we mentioned, Brown has to be getting involved, and who knows, maybe we'll see Ellie Mandel for DRS, who came up big in the TABC quarterfinal game in the Yeshiva League playoffs. We'll see if Mandel will check into the game soon and hopefully make an impact.
We are back from that brief intermission. DRS will start with the ball. It's Siklik up on top. And a foul will be called. Looks like a hand check will go against Ostrin of TABC. TABC playing a tough man-to-man defense, contrasted by that DRS famous 2-3 zone. Both teams excellent on the defensive end so far. Khan now up on top. Patient with the ball. Over to Brown. Now Siklik on the wing. Back up top to Khan. Brown now will drive the baseline. Goes up. Looks like it was blocked again by Proctor. Ref calls it off of Brown. It will be TABC ball.
Excellent to see Haberman not only trying to do it on the offensive end, but doing it on the defensive end. Maybe this is why Zach Brown has yet to catch fire for DRS or make an impact, because Johnny Haberman for TABC taking him tight. As we see right now, DRS come out into their extended press 2-2-1.
Kamenetsky will pull up for 3. No good. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be DRS possession.
Interesting strategy there by Coach Avram Stein of DRS, coming out into an extended press. TABC breaks it easily, can't convert on the other end, but definitely a positive possession for DRS. They'll look to cut into the 6-point lead with 7 minutes remaining in the second.
Noah Ryan now up on top. DRS having a lot of trouble scoring, just 5 points as we're already a minute into this second quarter. Brown with a nice feed to Ryan. Inside, can't get it to go. Ostrin pulls down the board. And a near turnover there as he was looking for Yoni Mann, but Mann comes up with the ball.
Mann is a steady ball handler for TABC. Doesn't turn the ball over often as he was able to control it there.
Haberman looking to get inside. Ball taken away eventually. And an outlet pass to Brown. Brown will Euro step to the middle. Off glass, gets it to go. A nice move there by Zach Brown.
You have to imagine the DRS fan base is excited to see Brown finally put one in the hoop. Hopefully he'll continue on that stretch, just running the floor with confidence.
Mann now inside, a nice move, can't get it to go. Proctor with an offensive board, puts it back up and in. TABC leading 13-7 here. Avi Proctor with his fingerprints so far all over this one. Offensive rebounds, block shots, putbacks. Really making a statement so far in this first half.
Yeah, as we see him collect another rebound. Proctor definitely making a statement, as you mentioned. And he made a huge statement yesterday, stepping in offensively for TABC, as we've mentioned. 24 points yesterday, so far having a good output right now for TABC.
Mann now knifes through the defense, puts it up off glass and good. Yoni Mann with a nice driving floater.
Mann not known for his outside shooting, but his offensive slicing and dicing is definitely going to help TABC right now.
As Khan the other way cannot get it to go. Mann quickly looking to fast break, loses the ball. 3 players hit the floor. It'll be a jump ball, and the possession will remain with TABC.
Rami, beautiful to see in the Sarachek tournament, even though these teams are potential, New York, New Jersey rivals. Gavril Khan over there helping Yoni Mann, his opponent, up. I like to see that. They're learning a lot from our Yeshiva University Max.
Haberman from the corner. The high arcing triple is good. Jonathan Haberman with a 3 from the corner, sending this TABC lead now to 11 points as we will have a 30-second timeout from DRS. A fantastic start here from TABC, 18-7 as we are 3 minutes into this second quarter. Sammy, what does DRS need to do to slow down this TABC attack?
Well, TABC hasn't been scoring so proficiently, but it's been the little things that have been doing it for TABC, the offensive rebounds, finding the open man. DRS needs to stick to what they know, the 2-3 zone. These teams have seen each other before. And Rami, interesting to mention this in-town matchup. What do you think of this in-town matchup? As we'll discuss this after, we'll send it quickly down to our sideline reporter, Natan Sredny, for a quick report from the TABC huddle.
7 points so far on the game, but he says we're not even playing great defense. We got to play better defense today, and 7 points is great, but if we hold him 7 for the rest of the game, that's a big W. 18's fine, 7 points. That was the focus of the timeout.
A big thank you to Natan Sredny, our sideline reporter. Excellent report there.
Excellent report.
He is in the thick of the battle down on the TABC bench. We thank Natan for all his hard work. We are out of a timeout. TABC leading by 11 here, under 5 minutes to play. DRS cannot buy a bucket, just 7 points so far in this one. Brown now looking to knife inside, tries to kick it out to the three-point shooter, Siklik, cannot get it, cannot convert on that pass. Ball out of bounds, will be TABC possession. DRS will extend their defense a little bit. Looks like a little bit of a 1-3-1 half-court zone. Haberman easily breaks it, finds Hain. 3 is no good. As Ryan pulls down the rebound, he looks to push. Steps around Haberman, cannot get it to go. A lot of contact, but no call there from the ref.
Coach Stein of DRS pleading for the refs. Where is the blocking call? But that one goes the other way. Good transition defense from TABC.
Haberman now with a long 3. No good short, but Ostrin with the rebound as he is blocked, and DRS will run the other way. It's Khan inside. Khan flying to the bucket, gets it to go for the 8th and 9th points for these DRS Wildcats. Now down by 9, having a lot of trouble scoring. Ostrin the other way, no good. Battle for the rebound, off of Ostrin, TABC ball. DRS ball.
Shuey Steinberg recently checked in for DRS, makes a beautiful block on one end. Brown and Khan, no strangers to running the floor together with a nice transition bucket. And on the other end, once again, Steinberg making an impact, forcing that one off TABC, DRS ball.
Yeah, Shuey Steinberg, a big body. Perhaps looking to cut down on these offensive rebound opportunities for DRS. As Khan inside, drives, gets fouled, he'll head to the line for 2.
The energy in this gym right now, Rami, is slowly picking up, as it already started at a nice high to start the game, but the energy continues to pick up as fans, local fans of Frisch and TABC, DRS, Frisch playing in a game in a couple of hours. Fans are trickling in slowly, creating a lot of energy, a buzz in the gym. And the TABC fan base has been electric so far with their team up by 8. The DRS fans have been good as well, but their team is lacking the offense. That usually takes the fans out of the game. So we'll see how these fans are going to continue to impact the game. TABC fan base so far has definitely made a big impact on the DRS offensive challenge.
Gavril Khan gets both free throws to go there. Again, some pressure from DRS, broken by TABC. It's Hain up on top. He'll settle things down for the Storm. 3 minutes to play here. TABC leading by 7. Man into the middle, and he will be called for a travel. Looked like he took too many steps before putting down his dribble there.
Man, already a couple of turnovers in the second quarter. We mentioned earlier how usually he's pretty reliable with the ball. He's got to slow it down a little bit for TABC, take control of this offense with them leading by 7. Don't want to give DRS too many opportunities to come back.
Gavril Khan now on the wing, drives the kick to the corner to Simantov. Simantov inside to Brown, a nice pass, and Brown finishes the layup. TABC lead now is just 5 as DRS is cutting into it slowly. The lob pass to Proctor, stolen away by Brown. Brown will pull up for 3 on the break. No good long. Rebound pulled down by Ryan, and Ryan will get fouled and head to the line for 2 shots.
Ryan with a good offensive box out there, keeping Rosazada out of his way, going up for that rebound and taking it strong to the hoop. DRS, Ryan not known for his offensive presence, but definitely making an impact so far on the offensive end as he's taken the ball down a couple of times throughout this one for DRS, and there fighting for the offensive rebound and converts on the first.
That's right. DRS extending this press, putting a little bit of pressure on the TABC Storm. Ryan, as you said, an excellent defender. Hits the free throw there, cutting this lead now to just 3 for the Storm.
With 2:20 remaining in the first half, I think for DRS right now, Coach Stein would love to see them either just tie this game or take the lead. If they can tie this game by halftime, cut this within 1 point, maybe tie the game, then going into halftime they'll feel very good about their chances in the second half.
Man inside, a pull-up shot, no good. Proctor offensive rebound, and he will get called for a travel there. Another offensive rebound by Proctor, but just could not get it to go on the putback.
Yeah,
we remind you as we are inside of 2 minutes to stay with us, as coming up at halftime we will have the Step It Up basketball halftime show. So stick around for that. Gavril Khan now with the skip pass. Ryan comes up with the loose ball. Brown now drives inside. A kick to Simantov. He'll pull up from mid-range. No good. Rebounded by Proctor. TABC going to slow things down a little bit. Just over a minute to play. They lead by 3 points over the DRS Wildcats.
TABC once again trying to find the gap in the zone, giving it up top on the elbow to Proctor, as Ostrin forcing the action, can't convert. Proctor with it, deep 3.
No good there from Proctor, and a foul fighting for the rebound from Akiva Hain. Once again, stay with us for the Step It Up halftime show. Step It Up, a sleepaway camp for basketball players located on the beautiful campus of the College of New Jersey, just 90 minutes away from the New York, New Jersey area, and just 60 minutes away from Teaneck and Englewood. Stay tuned for that Step It Up halftime show coming up right after this first half. We are inside of a minute to play here. TABC Storm leading by 3 points over the 4th-seeded DRS Wildcats. That star player, Gabriel Khan, inside. Now Simantov cannot get the layup to go. It'll be off of DRS, TABC possession.
Rami, with 30 seconds left, 31.5 left in the first half, you imagine TABC is going to hold for the last shot. Will definitely feel comfortable as the 5 seed leading the 4 seed DRS Wildcats by so far 3. They're looking to maybe make it a couple more, 2 possessions going into halftime. They'll definitely feel comfortable about the way that they've played on defense. However, offensively, both of these teams definitely need to step it up. TABC has been held to just 7 in the second quarter.
Shot clock is turned off. TABC up by 3, looking to get the last shot here of this first half. Proctor inside, finishes the easy one. 20-15 TABC lead, 3 seconds to go. It's Siklik up on top. He has to shoot. Passes to Ryan. Shot came after the buzzer. It would not count even if it went. TABC leading by 5 points as we head to halftime. We'll quickly go down to Natan Sredny, who has Coach Oswald Cross on the TABC sideline.
Thanks, Rami. I'm here with Coach Oz. Coach, how do you want to extend your 5-point lead in the second half?
Just got to keep playing hard. Con and Brown are really good players. We got to concentrate on them, but they have a lot of other good players too, so we got to make sure we just continue to defend.
All right, thank you. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you to Natan for that interview. We're going to send you to a commercial break, but stay tuned for the Step It Up Basketball halftime show.
Step It Up is not your typical basketball camp. As a founder and camp director, I take great pride that over the last 5 years, we've produced athletes that are now playing in college, athletes that are now playing overseas in professional leagues. Our sleepaway camp is located at Colby Sawyer College in New Hampshire, rolling greens overlooking the mountains. At Step It Up, as we're unconventional, we are not scared to push our players. We take your minds and bodies to places you never imagined going. We produce unbelievable results. You will get better here. You will get better as a person. You will get better as a player. That's the Step It Up way. As much as Step It Up is an intense basketball training camp, and it is, we have a great off-the-court curriculum designed. Your sons can be involved in everything from SAT prep, reading, math, and English tutoring. If he has a bar mitzvah coming up in the fall or winter, we have bar mitzvah lessons with our camp rabbi. We have more speed training, pool workouts, football, soccer, ping pong. It's a great balance between our intense on-the-court curriculum that they get a couple hours each day to relax.
For me, having just finished a 4-year college basketball career and looking to expand my career overseas as a professional basketball player, the Step It Up environment is absolutely perfect.
At Step It Up, we demand excellence, and we are very hard on each and every camper. We give each and every camper special attention because they need it, and we know they need it in order to grow.
We all have the same goal. We all want to help these kids succeed.
What happens here is magic. You want to be a part of this. When we train, we are second to none. Step It Up was founded on the premise that the game is overplayed and undertaught. It is a skill development basketball camp for the serious athlete who's ready to devote his summer to transforming his game. When I designed this camp, my vision and my dream was to attract serious basketball players from all over the world. You're welcome here. We will develop you. As much as Step It Up is an intense basketball training camp, and it is, we have a great off-the-court curriculum designed. From everyday electives, we have a think, work, and chill approach. Every day from 2 to 4 p.m., your sons can be involved in everything from SAT prep, ACT prep, reading, math, and English tutoring. If he has a bar mitzvah coming up in the fall or winter, we have bar mitzvah lessons with our camp rabbi. That's the think approach. If he wants to work, we have basketball private training, we have more speed training, pool workouts, maybe tennis, maybe golf off campus, football, soccer, baseball. If he wants to chill, hammocks, ping pong, pool, read a book, think, work, and chill.
Welcome into the Step It Up halftime show. Step It Up, once again, the premier camp for Jewish high school and middle school basketball players. A sleepaway camp located on the beautiful campus of the College of New Jersey, just 90 minutes away from the New York, New Jersey area, and just 60 minutes away. That's 1 hour, if I'm correct, from Teaneck and Englewood. Step It Up is proud to host hundreds of 4th to 12th graders from almost every single Yeshiva League school, as well as Jewish day schools all over the country. Sammy, give us some quick facts about this incredible Step It Up camp.
Well, Rami, after a great first half, we'll just talk a little bit about Step It Up, as we've been doing. Step It Up has over 1,000 Yeshiva League players from 4th to 12th grade who attend Camp Step It Up over the last 8 years. They have 42 players competing in Sarachek 2019, and they have countless numbers of Yeshiva League MVPs and champions, and 30 to 50 players in any given year at Sarachek, and they had just launched 2 new programs. Last year, they launched their girls' sleepaway program, which was well received with the girls' attendance. They were coming from 8 states and 2 different countries. It modeled after the boys' program. Visit their site for more info. The website is timetostepitup.com. That's timetostepitup.com. And Rami, just to mention in this game, we have 3 players from TABC, 2 from DRS. It's great to see them playing, coming from Step It Up.
We are getting set for the second half. We're going to send it down to the sideline quickly as we have the DRS coach for a quick pre-second half interview.
Before the second half, to get yourself out from this 5-point deficit?
5 points is nothing. We just have to play hard. They have to start boxing out a little better. Defensive rebounding. Game is won on the defensive end of the court. They'll be fine.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Back to you in the booth.
Thank you to Ari from the DRS sideline. That was Coach Avram Stein of the DRS Wildcats. We are getting ready to start this second half between the 5th-seeded TABC Storm and the 4th-seeded DRS Wildcats. TABC with a strong start. DRS cut the lead to just 5 going into the second half. Sammy, what do both of these teams need to do to come away with a victory and head to the Tier 1 semifinals on Sunday?
Well, Rami, as you mentioned, TABC with a strong start, taking upwards of a 9-point lead in that first quarter. DRS really making a good push at the end of the half, but Avi Proctor put TABC up by 5 with a late bucket. So DRS will look to continue to push the ball. That's when they've been the most successful, when they have Khan and Brown running the floor together with Ryan as well. But for TABC on the other end, they'll just need to continue to play defense hard, because Jimmy Butler once said, when you're playing defense, what you need to do is make sure your offensive player knows that you're there from the first tip and that you're not going anywhere. And that's so far what Haberman has done against Khan. Haberman has been a defensive presence, and will take it to the action now with DRS controlling at the top of the key.
Second half action underway here. It's Khan driving in, and a charge will be called. A nice job there from Yoni Mann stepping in and taking that charge.
Great defense by Mann, stepping in, coming off of his defender, recognizing that he needs to provide help against Khan, who's quick. Great play from Mann to allow for Khan to draw a charge.
Still a 5-point lead here for TABC. DRS back into that 2-3 zone. We saw a little bit of pressure there in the end of the first half, trying to speed up this Storm team from DRS. A nice steal there from Noah Ryan. Ryan now the other way. A fake pass and a layup from Noah Ryan. Looked like he might have traveled. Wasn't sure what he was going to do, but ended up finishing the layup.
It's a great presence of mind from Ryan on the fast break, just to put that one up no matter what, able to get it to go off the glass.
Jonathan Haberman now up top. Mann inside. Finds Proctor. He'll pull up for a mid-range. No good. DRS will come the other way with it. It's Gavril Khan now up on top. Now Brown. Back to Khan. Khan will spin into the middle. Pull up with the left. No good. But an offensive rebound gathered by DRS. That's Bennett now for 3. No good. And another offensive rebound fought for by DRS. Khan now for 3. Also no good. Rebound fought for once again. Very physical inside, battling for the boards here early in this second half.
I'm sure Coach Stein from DRS loves to see his players battling for every offensive rebound. We know that's something that he talked about in his interview just out of the half with Avi, with Ari, our sideline reporter. So it's good to see that his players are really taking that message from halftime and translating it into the first few minutes of this half.
Bennett inside, throws up a wild shot. A foul will be called. Will go against Proctor of TABC.
A couple players on the court right now to mention. Avi Proctor, he was a member of Step It Up. This past summer, we had also Step It Up alum A.J. Bennett shoot a 3 earlier. He finds himself at the line and converts on the first there. And also Yehuda Merwis, who's out with an injury right now for TABC. We haven't seen him yet because he can't go today with a shoulder injury. He also went to camp Step It Up.
Bennett hit his first free throw. Second one, and a chance to cut this lead now down to just 1 point. It was 11 early in the second quarter for TABC, as now Bennett converts on the second one as well. Just 20-19 now. TABC with a 1-point lead. DRS looking much stronger since midway through that second quarter.
Absolutely, cutting this lead to just 1. TABC has been held to just 9 points since the end of the first quarter. Great defensive presence from DRS right now.
Yoni Mann inside, can't get it to go. The offensive rebound fought for by Ostrich. It will go off of DRS. Yoni Mann to inbounds underneath. And a timeout will be called by the TABC Storm bench. It will be a full timeout. We'd like to mention this Max Live broadcast is brought to you by Yeshiva University NCSY Summer Camp Step It Up, LK Healthcare Data Plumbers, Clipped Keepa, Doubletree by Hilton, and Lake Como Pizza. We thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you this Red Sarachek tournament on MaxLive.com.
Yeah, Rami, a thank you to our sponsors, and also important to mention right now currently on our Max Live website, there are a couple of Tier 2 games going on outside of the Maxton Athletic Center, a game going on in Frisch, which is being broadcasted right now. You can tune in to watch that one through the Watch Now part of the site, and that game I'm sure is interesting as well. But if you're staying here, we have a great one going on right now. 5.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. TABC up by just one, which has been a defensive battle on both ends of the floor.
The TABC crowd neutralized a little bit. They were going early as TABC Storm climbed out to an early lead. DRS has neutralized that crowd with some excellent play, cutting this Storm lead now to just one as we are at 5.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Once again, this a Tier 1 quarterfinal. Winner of this game will play Sunday in the Tier 1 semifinals. As Proctor misses the deep shot. It's DRS ball now. Gavril Khan up on top. A little shake and bake, but well guarded by Proctor. Simontov now guarded by Yoni Man. He'll get a screen from Bennett. Nothing doing. Khan now up on top. Knifes inside. Shot is up, no good. Rebound ripped away by Yoni Man. It'll be Hain for three from the corner. No good. Rebound pulled down. Gavril Khan the other way. He'll go up for the layup and get it to go. DRS takes the lead 21-20. Now Proctor the other way will be called for an offensive foul. Excellent job there by A.J. Bennett stepping in and taking the charge.
Great defensive plays brewing from DRS each and every possession. They have played some excellent defense thus far in the second half. Allowed 0 points so far to TABC in the second half. And just on the other end, TABC can't convert on offense. Nothing seems to be falling, Rami. TABC just took, it was Hain, I believe, shot a three, halfway in and out. Nothing going for TABC right now on the offensive end. Coach Cross sure to be dialing up some plays for TABC, reported by Nathan Sredny on the sideline, telling us that Coach Cross is going to try to dial some plays up for TABC to try to convert on a couple of buckets as they've gone ice cold since the first quarter.
Yeah, TABC having trouble scoring at just 20 points here midway through the third quarter. It's DRS inside, a nice inbounds play, finds Zach Brown for an easy layup. DRS lead now 3 points, 23-20, inside 4 minutes to play here. TABC needs to find a way to score here against this DRS 2-3 zone. It'll be man over to Haberman on the wing. The high arcing three is no good, and rebound pulled down by Gavril Khan. Khan now will settle things down. Into the middle to Bennett. And a nice defensive play there by Akiva Hain will get called for the kicked ball.
On the other end, Rami, TABC settling for a lot of threes. That's what they like to do. They like to shoot the three ball. However, right now we've mentioned it's not falling for them. But the way to really attack a 2-3 zone is, we've said it quite a few times tonight, get the ball on the block to Proctor or to Ostrin. Maybe get it on the top of the key on the elbow to Proctor. Let him create something for your shooters to get open looks.
Good ball movement here from TABC. Man inside. He was fouled. Looks like that call will go on the ground. No free throws coming for Yoni Man, but a nice drive there, forcing the action and drawing the foul.
It's important that TABC continues to push the ball to the hoop. Yes, their offense is definitely stagnant right now, but if they get themselves to the line, maybe cash in on a few easy free throws, that can turn the offense around for them, just to see the ball go in the hoop, Rami.
Inbound pass goes to Haberman. Haberman looking for Ostrin inside, but a turnover. As Brown goes the other way, turned over to TABC, and TABC nearly turns it back over to DRS. Ball went out of bounds. Looks like off of a fan's head. She is okay. Crowd gives her a standing ovation. And a travel will be called against TABC.
Report coming in from the sideline, Rami. The fan is okay. Ball bounced off of someone's noggin. Thank God, feeling okay.
The fans very close to the action here at the Max Stern Athletic Center. And some good action it has been between DRS and TABC. DRS leading by 3 points. TABC with a nice block on one end, looking to push. An errant pass from Yoni Mann, looking for Kamenetsky in the corner.
Rami, if I may, this game is kind of reminding me a little bit, a little crazy comparison, but this is reminding me a little bit of the Super Bowl. You know, a low-scoring affair, not too much offensive action, but definitely commend both sides on their defensive play. Maybe some fans at home thinking that this isn't as exciting as you would expect, but yet it's a 3-point game, under 3 minutes remaining in the third. Definite action to come throughout the rest of this one.
It's Ryan inside. A nice move by Ryan there. Gets the layup to go, extending this DRS lead now to 5 points.
Rami, you think we have as many viewers on this one as the Super Bowl did?
I would say close.
Thank you to all those watching at home.
Proctor inside, gets the layup to go, and the foul. Avi Proctor with a big man's move inside, cutting this lead now to 3.
We just saw Coach Cross on the TABC bench let out a big breath of air. He's been worried on the sideline for TABC's offense. They haven't been able to convert on anything. Finally, see 2 points go down. First points of the half. That's been 6 minutes have elapsed already, and they've finally been able to convert. They've only been able to score 11 points since the end of the first quarter. Let's see if they can try to give it to Proctor to convert each and every time down.
Yeah, Proctor continuing his stellar play as Ryan hits a 3 for DRS. Noah Ryan, not generally known for his offense, usually a great defensive player, with a big triple there for the DRS Wildcats. Ostrin cannot get it to go. DRS flying the other way. Brown inside, around Haberman, finishes the righty scoop. DRS lead is now 8 points. And a timeout will be called by the TABC bench. DRS making a big push here in the third quarter, leading 30-22.
Rami, something we talked about earlier is this in-town matchup, right? TABC versus DRS. These teams have seen each other before, just about an hour away from each other, depending on the traffic. Right now, for DRS, they've been on a stellar run. They've held TABC to just 4 points, while they themselves have scored 23. They're on a 23-4 run. TABC was up by 11 at one point, but so far DRS with a 23-4 run. TABC's offense has just gone cold. And as we were saying, right, this in-town matchup, these teams have seen each other. Rami, sometimes Sarachek, you see West Coast teams play East Coast teams, you know, Midwest teams playing East Coast teams. But right now, this Sarachek, it seems that there's a lot of in-town matchups, whether it's LA, New York. But to me, I think that it's a juicy matchup. These teams know each other well. That's why the defense is definitely stepping up. And we'll see how it impacts the rest of the game, especially on the defensive end.
As Haberman there with a turnover. DRS the other way. The pass looking for Noah Ryan. Did not find him. It'll be off of DRS and TABC ball. We remind you, coming up next, Magan David and Maimonides in another Tier 1 quarterfinal matchup. That Magan David of the Yeshiva League, Maimonides from Boston, an exciting matchup of unfamiliar opponents. Stick with us as we have a lot of exciting action coming up on Max Live.
Yeah, Rami, that's the only quarterfinal matchup that's not an in-town matchup. That one will definitely be intriguing to see how each team prepares to play against the next. And right now, these teams have definitely prepared to play against each other. Just 8 points separate them so far, with 20 seconds remaining in the third.
DRS with an excellent third quarter. They began the third quarter down, trailing the TABC Storm. They are now up by 8 points with 10 seconds to go. It'll be Brown dribbling to his right, and an offensive foul will go against A.J. Bennett. Looks like he moved his feet there, setting the screen for Zach Brown.
Yeah, no matter what happens in this last 7 seconds, if TABC converts or not, DRS will be happy. Down by 5, now up by 8.
Haberman now finds Kamenetsky in the corner for 3, gets it to go. A big shot there from Ari Kamenetsky, cutting this DRS lead to just 5 points at the end of the third quarter. Maybe some momentum for these TABC Storm. They cannot find much offense in that third quarter. A big 3 by Ari Kamenetsky, cutting this DRS lead to 5 points. Maybe some momentum for the TABC Storm heading into this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Rami, no matter the run, 23-4 run at one point in this game so far for DRS, but TABC able to convert at the end. And yeah, it may just be a 3-pointer, but in a game where scoring has been sluggish, that 3 is huge for TABC going into the fourth quarter. And it's not even just coming from a point differential, down by 5, down by 8. No, it's a confidence and momentum booster for TABC. Coach Oz has to be happy about that conversion by Kamenetsky, definitely known for his 3-point shooting. That's why he's on the floor. He's able to convert, hasn't converted a couple times throughout the game, but he looked pure on that one as the TABC fans huddle up, trying to rile up their team, getting excited for this bound to be exciting fourth quarter. As we mentioned, more fans trickling in. Rami, what do you think of this atmosphere? My goodness.
Fantastic. As you mentioned, TABC Storm crowd getting into it after that huge triple from Ari Kamenetsky at the buzzer of that third quarter. DRS fans also into it. Also a lot of support on the DRS side.
Yeah, former Max Live president Oren Glickman on the TABC sideline right now. He's right now working in TABC. He's here to support the guys. Exciting to see him here, and just an excellent atmosphere.
We are out of that intermission. TABC will start with possession. An alley-oop to Proctor. Beautiful pass by Yoni Mann. Proctor finishes the alley-oop.
TABC tried to do that. The Storm tried to do that at the end of the third. Weren't able to convert as Proctor fumbled the pass. But now Coach Cross noticed that it would have worked if Proctor would handle it, and he did nicely on that one.
Kahn now inside, can't get it to go. Rebound secured by Haberman. Brown with a near steal on Yoni Mann, but ball went off of Brown's hand. TABC will retain possession. A 3-point lead here for DRS early in this fourth quarter. Looking forward to a fantastic finish between the 4 and 5 seeds of this Sarachek tournament. It's Proctor in the middle. Pushes the defender off of him, elevates and scores, cutting this DRS lead to 1 point.
That was a big man's move inside, shaking off Simintov, able to convert on the 2. TABC bench loving the action right now as they cut this deficit to 1.
It's Kahn in the middle, drives inside, guarded by Haberman, cannot finish. The long arms of Haberman perhaps flustering Kahn there inside. Haberman now with the drive, pulls up, no good. Rebound secured by A.J. Bennett. A 1-point game here, 6.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter of this Tier 1 quarterfinal. Bennett now up on top, over to Kahn, guarded by Haberman. Kahn to his left, off glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Avi Proctor of the Storm.
Take the lead.
TABC with a chance to take the lead back here. Proctor pulls up for 3, no good.
Proctor has had the hot hand, however, that's been from the inside. We haven't seen him convert from the outside, trying to force the action there. Can't convert on the 3 as DRS looks to extend their 1-point lead on the other end.
Brown now looking to kick to Ryan in the corner. Pass goes off of his hands, out of bounds. It will be TABC ball with another chance here to take the lead as they are down by 1 point.
DRS definitely being impacted by the fact that they haven't played in a few weeks. We've seen a lot of sloppy turnovers from them. However, that can't be an excuse because on the other end, we've seen TABC with sloppy play as well. But DRS's defense has definitely stepped up for their offensive lackadaisical turnovers. But we'll see what TABC can do in the zone as they slow things down big time.
A loose ball fought for, ends up going off of Alex Ostrin of TABC. Haberman looking to make a play there, knifing into the middle of the defense. DRS stood strong in that 2-3. It's Noah Ryan now up on top. Inside to Bennett. Bennett kick out to Siklik for three, no good, short. Another big rebound by Avi Proctor. It's Man the other way, into the middle. Man with the left, no good. A nice fast break look there from Yoni Man. Couldn't get to go as Khan the other way with a nice finish around a few TABC defenders, extending this DRS Wildcat lead to 3 points now. Four and a half minutes to play. Proctor inside with the turnaround. A nice looking shot there by Avi Proctor. Proctor huge in this game so far for TABC. They're going to look to go to him a lot in the middle of this 2-3 zone defense from DRS.
Yeah, finally in the fourth quarter, they've realized that executing in the middle of the floor is going to be able to break down the 2-3, and Proctor has been able to do that in the last few minutes.
Zach Brown now out to Siklik. He'll drive. A nice finish there by Siklik, usually known for his three-point shooting. Pump fake and drove there, and a nice finish, pushing this lead back up to 3 for DRS. Man now to Kamenetsky in his favorite corner. No good. Proctor with another offensive board. Inside, he is fouled by A.J. Bennett. A nice battle there by Avi Proctor once again inside.
A great fight from Proctor. He's been the star of this fourth quarter for TABC. They're down by 3. If you can convert on a couple right now, cut it within 1 once again. TABC really needs to break that margin. They've been within 1 a few times now, Rami, but then DRS comes on the other end, makes an offensive play, or TABC can't convert on their own end on offense. We'll see important free throws as Proctor converts on the first. We'll see what they're able to do down the stretch.
And we will have a 30-second timeout from the DRS side. TABC down by 2 points, 34-32. The 4th-seeded DRS Wildcats lead the 5th-seeded TABC Storm. This a Tier 1 quarterfinal. Winner will go on to play in the Tier 1 semifinal on Sunday. An exciting start to these Tier 1 quarterfinals on Friday of the Sarachek tournament. 3:40 to play here. Sammy, what are you looking for from these teams down the stretch?
Well, Rami, as you mentioned, the winner will go on to the semifinals. They'll play the number 1 Charlotte Firehawks if they can win, or the number 8 Eula Panthers if they win. That'll definitely be an exciting matchup, creating that East Coast West Coast battle. But for now, we have a good one down the stretch. TABC down by 2. Proctor with a second shot looming down the stretch. As you mentioned, we need to see more and consistently Avi Proctor. He's been great down the stretch for this Storm team on offense. And on the other end, I think you should stick to what you know. Give it to their number 1 on offense. Right here, Gavril Khan currently controlling. He's been their bread and butter throughout the year on offense. So TABC will definitely try to just utilize him on the offensive end down the stretch.
Proctor could not convert on that second free throw. The lead is still 2 for DRS Wildcats. It's Khan up on top over to Brown. Finds A.J. Bennett in the corner for 3. In and out, but rebound pulled down by Siklik. Brown now drives the baseline, and a charge taken there by Yoni Man. Excellent help defense there from Yoni Man on the baseline, stepping in and taking the charge on the driving Zach Brown.
That's the second time we saw Yoni Man take a charge. The TABC bench loving it, seeing one of their star offensive players who run the point stepping in down low on defense, not afraid to give up his body for this team.
TABC down by 2, a chance to tie or take the lead here. It's Proctor on the baseline, no good short, but Ostrin with an offensive rebound. He'll go back up, some contact inside, but no call. Another shot, and Yoni Mann with another offensive rebound. Mann now inside, stolen away from Ryan. Ryan the other way now, shot stuffed by Jonathan Haberman. Back-to-back action. Yoni Mann now the other way, he is fouled by Zach Brown. Quick pace, up and down action here between TABC and DRS.
Exciting action for lots of fans in the gym right now. This gym is definitely filling up big time, Rami, creating a lot of positive, exciting energy right now, going back and forth as a big 1-and-1 coming for Yoni Mann. If he can convert on the first, he'll have the potential to tie the game as they find themselves down by 2. But great action on both ends. TABC Haberman, known for his offense, stepping up on defense there. He's been great defensively throughout the day. We've been talking about his defensive play against Gavril Khan as Proctor with a big offensive rebound.
Mann missed the front end of the 1-and-1. TABC another offensive rebound. Proctor finally fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 shots. TABC pounding the offensive glass here in this fourth quarter, causing problems for DRS.
Something at halftime that Coach Khan for DRS mentioned was to not allow TABC to get comfortable on the offensive glass. But so far in this fourth quarter, that's all that Proctor has been doing. He's been crashing the offensive boards, creating more offensive possessions for TABC. In any low-scoring game, the rebounding battle is a key. And that's been something that TABC has been able to win for sure in this fourth, allowing them to climb back as they found themselves down 8. Right now, down 1. Big free throw coming up for Proctor with 2.5 minutes remaining.
Proctor's second one is up and good. TABC ties the game at 34. They will call timeout. 2.5 minutes to play. The Storm crowd is into it. Once again, a tie game in this Tier 1 quarterfinal between the 4th-seeded DRS Wildcats, the 5th-seeded TABC Storm. We remind you to stay with us, as coming up next, we have Magan David against Maimonides in the second Tier 1 quarterfinal of this Sarachek Friday.
Yeah, that one's sure to be a good game. Maimo sneaking past Skokie last night. They played a good one utilizing their bigs against the smaller Skokie Yeshiva. We want to just wish a quick congratulations. Skokie with their first ever, the Yeshiva with their first ever Sarachek victory this morning in the Tier 2 battle against Cats. They looked good, Rami. They looked good. And right now, the focus is right here, though. Center court, Max Stern Athletic Center. Energy is high. I wonder what Coach Oz is telling his players. I'm sure something that he's talking about is defense, defense, defense. They've managed to tie this game up, climbing back from down by 8. Now they're just going to utilize what they've been doing all game long, trying to stop Gavril Khan with one of their better defenders. Johnny Haberman has been playing great against Khan. They'll try to stop Khan, not allow him to get comfortable in this last 2.5 minutes. And I'm sure that's something that Coach Oz Cross is stressing to TABC. And on the other end, DRS has been steady scoring in the second half. They'll look to try to convert on a couple right now, give themselves the lead back.
We're out of the timeout, under 2.5 minutes to play. A tie game between DRS and TABC. Looking forward to a wild finish here in this Tier 1 quarterfinal. It's Siklik with a long 3, no good. Offensive rebound pulled down by A.J. Bennett. Siklik will try again for 3, this time from the corner, also no good. Siklik, generally a fantastic three-point shooter, cannot buy a bucket. He's 0 for 4 now from three-point range. As DRS there with seemingly an inexplicable foul away from almost 90 feet from their basket, fouling Avi Proctor, who will head to the line. Alex Ostrin, who will head to the line now for a 1-and-1 for TABC.
Yeah, an interesting foul by DRS. Can't really explain those. Maybe a frustration foul after Siklik had missed a couple of threes. He's usually a reliable three-point shooter. We'll see how Ostrin can do on the front end of the 1-and-1. Important free throws here can give TABC their first lead in quite some time.
Ostrin, first shot is up and no good. There will be no second one, as that was a 1-and-1. Rebound once again fought for by Avi Proctor. Could not pull it down this time. It will be DRS ball coming the other way. Still a tie game here, 34-34. 2 minutes to play. The stands are filling up here in the Max Stern Athletic Center. There is energy in the building. A wild finish coming between DRS and TABC. It's Kahn now up on top. Over to Brown, now to Bennett. Bennett guarded by Proctor. Up to the top to Kahn, guarded by Jonathan Haberman. Pass inside to Brown. Excellent defense there by the TABC Storm as Brown could not convert inside.
We haven't called Brown's name much this game. He's definitely one of our key factors coming in. Haven't seen much of an impact from him. Let's see if TABC tries to go right back to Proctor.
And they do to Proctor in the middle. Good defense by Ryan, adjusting to that play to Proctor on the elbow. Blocks the shot.
No shyness there from Proctor. Catch, turn, and pop. Ryan with a great defensive effort. We've called him as one of the better DRS defenders, and he's proved it right there.
Inbounds pass goes to Haberman, now to Proctor. Proctor shuffled his feet there, looking for an opening. A travel will go against Avi Proctor of TABC.
We mentioned it a couple of minutes ago. These turnovers have been killer for TABC, definitely not allowing them to get as many shot attempts as DRS in this one. They'll try to force a turnover on the other end as DRS comes down with a tie game, 1:15 remaining.
TABC with many fouls to give. They've committed just 3 fouls so far in this second half. As Yoni Mann with a big steal there. Up to Haberman, he'll look to push. Haberman inside, some contact, no call, can't get it to go. Siklik with the rebound, and he is fouled. The TABC crowd does not like the call. Ref claims he got him on the arm. No shots coming, as that is just the 4th foul by the TABC Storm this half.
Rami, I was about to mention how I appreciated that the ref allowed Haberman to go up with Ryan. Ryan playing straight up, didn't give Haberman the call. However, just a few seconds later, calling a little bit of a chippy foul there, DRS with the ball.
Game is still tied, 45 seconds to play here. DRS with the ball. It's AJ Bennett over to Ryan up on top. Ryan guarded by Kamenetsky. Into the corner to Siklik. He will drive, puts up the shot, off the glass and good. Siklik with a nice driving floater off glass. DRS leading now by 2. 26 seconds to play. TABC wants a timeout. A huge shot there from Ezra Siklik of the DRS Wildcats, giving DRS a 2-point lead with 26.1 seconds to play.
What a play by Siklik, pumping from the 3 where he's comfortable, driving in, floating it up off the glass. A beautiful right-handed finish. Big 2-point bucket, puts DRS up with just 26.1 remaining. TABC, you will likely hold for the last shot. And Rami, sometimes when we see teams hold for the last shot, a lot of the time they'll start with around 10 seconds left, try to give themselves really that last effort. However, I'm a fan, personally, of take your best shot. You don't need to wait until the last second to try to hoist up a 3, hoist up a 2, something that's pressure-filled. I think run a normal offensive set, give yourself the opportunity to get an open look. Doesn't need to be with just a few seconds left, and then just play stellar defense on the other end. And however, yesterday we saw Valley Torah nail a 3 with 3 seconds left, and SAR came, and they scored a game-winning 3 on the other end. So, each strategy can be spoken for. So let's see what TABC and Ozcross draws up right now. We would expect the ball to be in Avi Proctor's hands at some point. That's number 54 for TABC if you're just tuning in Avi Proctor's hand at some point in this last 25 seconds.
We are out of a timeout. TABC will inbound the ball from the sideline. It's Jonathan Haberman up on top, knifing inside, as he will be called for a travel. A huge call there going against TABC. DRS will now have the ball, 18.9 seconds to go, up by 2. TABC with some full court pressure looking to cause a turnover here. It's Siklik over to Gavriel Khan, who breaks the pressure, and he is fouled. Gavriel Khan will he will not head to the line. That is just the 5th foul of the half by the TABC Storm. They have one more foul to give until they are in the penalty. And we will have a timeout by Coach Avrom Stein of DRS. Once again, DRS up by 2 points here, inside of 15 seconds to play. I'm Rami Pinchot alongside my partner in the booth, Sammy Katz. An exciting finish to this first Tier 1 quarterfinal on Friday. Once again, coming up next, we have Magan David and Maimonides, the second Tier 1 quarterfinal of today. Later in the day, Shalhevet and Eula and Frisch and SAR. Some fantastic games up ahead. Stick with us all day as we will take you through it on MaxLive.com. But in this one, Sammy, an exciting finish coming down to the wire. DRS up by 2, 14 seconds to play.
Absolutely, Rami. DRS up by 2. They'll retain possession right now. Just 5 team fouls on TABC. That'll mean at least 2 times where they'll have to foul to get DRS to the line. So that surely will take time off the clock. We'll see what Coach Weiss for DRS wants to drop. I'm assuming he'll want to get the ball in his star's hand, Gabriel Khan, try to get him to the line and to be able to control the ball, to really avoid turnovers, as that's what TABC is looking for right now. A turnover would be great, but right away, TABC would need to foul.
TABC extending their defense, looking for a steal. Inbound pass goes to Ryan as he is fouled very quickly.
I like that tactic there by DRS. Gabriel Khan, their sure-handed passer and handler, inbounding the ball. Sometimes teams try to...
Khan now finds Siklik on the inbounds pass. Siklik will be fouled, and he will be the one to go to the line for the 1-and-1.
As I was mentioning, sometimes we see teams try to get the ball to their star, but it's not often successful. It's important just to get the ball in bounds. So Khan taking the ball in his own hand, making sure that ball gets inbounded successfully. Siklik will go to the line for a nerve-wracking and important 1-and-1. He's converted on 1 bucket today, but it's been the biggest bucket of the day, giving DRS a 2-point lead. We'll see what he does from the line here.
And a defensive switch made here by DRS as Shuey Steinberg will check in for Zach Brown. Some size provided by Shuey Steinberg, perhaps looking to cut down on the offensive rebound opportunities for TABC. Front end of the 1-and-1 is up and no good from Siklik. Proctor now the other way. 8 seconds, 6 seconds, down by 2. Proctor spinning inside, puts it up, no good. Rebound fought for. Tipped off of Gabriel Khan. TABC will retain possession here. 1.2 seconds to play. A great play there by Ari Kamenetsky, tipping that ball off of Khan to keep the ball with TABC. TABC now calls a timeout. 1.2 seconds to play. Down by 2. It does not get better than this, Sammy.
Yeah, front end of the 1-and-1 missed by Siklik. Important free throw missed. Rebounded by TBC, taking the other way immediately by Avi Proctor. He's not shy. We've seen him shoot a lot tonight. Goes in strong. I don't know if that's what Coach Cross had in mind necessarily for the last play, but I'm a big fan of it. I think take it strong, go to the hoop. Proctor able to get it there. And right now, with 1.2 left, you would imagine that TABC will try to get the ball to their shooters, whether it be Haberman. We've seen Kamenetsky knock down a 3 already at the buzzer in the first half. We'll see how they try to attack with just 1.2 left, down by 2.
It will be Yoni Man to inbounds underneath the basket. 1.2 seconds left. TABC down by 2. They can tie or win with a 3-pointer here. Man looking. Kicked ball by Steinberg of DRS. Some time went off the clock. 0.8 seconds to play now. Man throws it up to Proctor, puts it up off the glass, no good. A good look from TABC, but Proctor just could not convert. DRS with another win over TABC. They previously beat them in the Yeshiva League quarterfinals, now beating them here in the Sarachek quarterfinals. TABC devastated on the court here. A tight game, low scoring, grinded out type of game. DRS ends up winning 36-34 by 2 points over the 5th seeded TABC Storm. Fantastic back and forth action there. We're going to send you to a quick commercial break. Coming up after, we will have some of the DRS Wildcats in for a post-game interview.
A nice spin move there by Terrell, and he drains it. Ryan Terrell is starting to heat up. What a great reverse there by Ryan Terrell. Is there anything this guy can't do?
Ryan Terrell gets double teamed, shoots it anyway and knocks it down.
Inside, Terrell underneath, gets it to go.
Ryan Terrell takes the ball, and that's a one-handed slamma-jamma.
Every Terrell, the pull-up.
As Baker takes it down, and here goes Terrell. This is going to be fun. Ryan Terrell!
Welcome in. We have two players from the DRS Wildcats advancing to the Tier 1 semifinals. With us is Gabriel Khan and Ezra Sicklick of the Wildcats. Ezra, we'll start with you. Some cold shooting. We know you're generally known as a terrific three-point shooter, but you got that huge bucket to go inside at the end of the game. What was going through your head? How'd you adjust and come up with that huge bucket?
I mean, the whole game I had a little bit of nerves. End of the game, I don't know, I've been working on that shot for a while, taking that little bank floater. But I wouldn't have been there if my coach didn't put me in. Also, the switching up, Shuey for me, defense, offense, very smart. It was big, whatever. If we go to semis, we gotta win.
Okay. We still have with us Gabriel Khan. Sammy?
Gabriel, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you, yeah.
We know you're a leader of this team. You guys started off a little sluggish offensively. Tell us how you guys were really able to go on a massive run, 23-4 run throughout a lot of the game, and hold TABC to such a little scoring throughout the game.
Our team prides itself by far with we just hustle, man. We're just gonna go at it, and we never give up. The only way we knew we were gonna win this game is if we had hustled them and we wanted it more than them. And I kept telling the guys, if you want to win, we have to want it more than them. And I think the guys did that. I really do.
Fantastic game.
Thank
Once
you.
again, DRS beating the TBC Storm by 2 points, advancing to Sunday semifinals of this tournament. Coming up, Maggie Damon and my nominees. We're going to send you to the commercial break. But stick around for the next 1 quarterfinal.
We out.